Hello grade 8 saxophone players. So today we're going to be looking at Shenandoah. This is the first week that we're going to be having a go at playing this new piece here. Hopefully you've all got the music. I know you've all been sent a link to the folder with the music in and with a link to the audio. If you can't find the link to the audio, you can easily find it on YouTube. If you just put in Shenandoah and the name of the arranger, Robert Sheldon, it's the first result that comes up there. So, saxophones, we actually have the tune really in this first section. We're going to be looking up to bar 25 today. It starts off with a beautiful introduction, and then at bar 5, the alto sax takes the tune, so that's nice for us. Things to look out for here are slurs. It's a very slow tune, so we want the phrases to be very legato. That means we want to slur smoothly between the notes. Also, we need to look out for ties. Sometimes you have a slur and a tie at the same time. In fact, quite often in this. If you look at the second line of the music, you can see here we have an E tied to a D, but the D is tied to another D. And then we have a G, F sharp, E is tied to an E, and we have two Ds tied together here. So we've got to make sure that we look out for those ties and that we just play those as one note for the duration that they're written for. Okay, so let's start off with a warm-up. This is in the key of G major for us. It does have a key change halfway through. That's the point that we're going to stop at today. So let's start off by playing a G major scale. We're going to start on our middle G, G with no octave key, and we're going to play up G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. Don't forget, we've got F sharp in the key signature, so we're going to be using our middle key on the bottom here. Let's try that with a metronome, and we're going to play one note per measure. This is the speed that the tune goes, it's about 80 BPM. So starting on our G, 1, 2, 3, go. So we're all warmed up. When we play that scale, let's try, what you should be able to do is move smoothly between the notes, trying to make sure that we're on the beat every time we switch note from one to the other. Okay, so let's look at the beginning. We just have one little phrase here in the introduction. We're playing this with pretty much everybody else. All the winds are on this, clarinets have this, and the flute. And it's just F sharp to E. And then the next part we play is where we actually come in with the melody. So the first bit we play there, mezzo piano, fairly soft. The second bit, mezzo forte, because we have the tune. I'm going to play the whole of this through to where we're going to look to today, so that's bar 25. And first of all, I'm going to play it with the metronome, then I'm going to talk a little bit about a few bits, and then I'm going to play it through with the recording, and that's all we're going to do today. So from the beginning. few little bits here. Bar 13. The pickup into bar 13, we've got some ties here across the bar, so we need to make sure we count these really carefully. So this is the pickup at the end of bar 12. So the way that that's tied across the bar there, we need to make sure we're counting very carefully. And we've got a dotted note here in bar 18. So you can hear we've got a dot on the B and then straight on to the E slurred to the D. I'm talking about this section here. Bum, bum, ba-dum. Just a slight rhythm thing to look out for there. And then at the very end, or where we're playing up to today, there's a RAL in the music, so that means it's going to slow down. And then we have this scale, which is preparing us for the key change. We can see we've got an F natural, it's just going up the scale here, and then from here onwards we don't have the F sharp in the key signature. So it's going to be in the key of C major for us. Let's just look at that little bit. So this is bar 24, we're starting on an F natural. So it's getting louder, and it also says there a cialorendo underneath, that means it's getting faster. Okay, so let's have a go at that with the audio and hear how it fits together with the rest of the piece. It's a little bit tricky at the very start because there's no count in, of course, because this is a recording. So we just need to listen for those first two beats and then try and come in. The other bit where it's a little bit tricky is just before bar 24, where we have a RAL, so it slows down. So it's quite hard without being able to see the conductor to know exactly what's happening. That's why it's important to listen to the recording several times. Okay, so that's how it goes with the audio. Just like I said, it's a little bit tricky leading into that bar 24 because you're not quite sure where the beat is and exactly where they're going to come in with that scale. But overall it's fairly slow, which means that it's not too challenging in terms of technical finger stuff. It's just trying to play with a nice sound and really count the notes carefully. So saxophones, let's see if you can practice part 1 up to bar 24 for this week. See you next time.